Been up for days working on this case. The nights after Halloween are usually slow in this town, but not this season. A couple of numbskulls got brought in. Caught them stealing a car down on Rip Road. This should be a clear-cut case, but what puts the crack in my casket is the weapon found inside. It's the same one we've been looking for in an open homicide case. There just doesn't seem to be any connection between her and these boys. But every other lead we have had been a dead end. For a guy with no skin, this situation is really getting under it. Mark my words though, I'll pry open this case down to the bone. Terrorific. Damn it, this idiot really knows how to rattle me.
Mr. Bonesy, just got a call from Franko. Apparently he's got some info down for you at the graveyard.
Aw shit, here we go again. Franko is an informant of mine. Knows all the happenings in the 6 feet underground of this town. That damn undead idiot's antics grind my bones. He better have something good. This place never changes. The regulars here are some real ruffians. Give a wrong look and you're in a coffin. Unfortunately for me, this is the only spot to go if you need some dead-on info.
Good evening. I implore you to try our new Zombie Zest Zinger. It's to die for.
Ain't no wine and die tonight. I've tried to get a drink here, but it always goes right through me.
I really hate this place. Gives me the creeps.
I usually don't bring Charlie on these little grim adventures here, but this case ain't your usual one. I ain't got nobody else, and this case is a grave one.
Silence the fuck down, you rotten reject. You are disturbing everyone here.
Quit your yapping, old man. No one cares about your cryptic cash grab anyway. Besides, I'm here on important business.
Ah, yes. Your business is over there. Now take this drink and go away. And if you don't pay me by tonight, I will kill you.
Nah, too late for that. Mosely. My favorite eternal organ bro. I got some good stuff for you.
Spit it out then. We ain't got eternity.
Shut your pumpkin pie hole, kid. Now, listen. The stolen car was already stolen. But I figure you guys already know it. You just don't know who. Word on the street is that the original thieves are seen coming out of the town cemetery.
What does that have to do with anything?
Let me finish. So, I go to the cemetery, and what do I find but a couple of dug-up graves? Nobody in them. Calculating kicker, what's the name on the tombstones?
One, two, three.
One had the original car owner's name on it. The other, a weapons dealer I used to know. What the thing is, their gun was sold way before any of those carjacking kids would have started causing trouble. It should have been buried with the guy who bought it.
This isn't adding up. Why would this dealer have been dug up if it was sold to someone else? And why would this dead guy's old gun be in a stolen car of another dead guy?
Beats me, kiddo, but I'm out of franking time. Let's get another round going.
The origins of the gun was something I couldn't figure out myself. But knowing this does make something clear. This was no natural murder. It was of the super variety. A visit to the cemetery will give me some answers. I've got friends on the other side.
Why couldn't we have investigated a garden?
Seeing these captured corpses' condition nearly caused crying. Even I think this is heartless.
Do not be deceived. This was not a robbery, but a return.
Ah! A ghost!
Ah, a pumpkin.
Touche.
That grave was not violated. Nights ago, me and my booties played hide and shriek, when suddenly a hooded figure emerged. With the wave of their hand, the ground began to rumble. A hand emerged from the ground. It was spectacular.
As I expected, the missing piece to this case was a case of missing pieces. Whoever did the murder must have known that zombies are hard to prosecute in this town. I'll have to find whoever summoned this undead.
Those fiends flew north of here. It is the resting place of a withered warehouse.
So what are we gonna do, Mosely? How is it possible for someone to use a zombie to murder people?
I didn't expect Charlie to know what was about to go down. But if we're talking about raising the dead, only one person could be responsible.
Who the hell are you? And what are you doing with Mosely?
You're barking up the wrong tree if you think that pea shooter's doing shit. I don't mean to be rough, but I've got a job to do.
I've known Amadeus long enough to know he'd never fight without a reason. This behavior of his is powerful, but I'm used to danger.
It's nothing personal, Detective, but I can't let you leave unalive. You're just too doggone shrewd for your own good. Besides, I could use a snack.
Hearing this, I knew my hunch was right. The person Amadeus was working for was an old love of mine. She raised my spirits and my body till she left me broken.
Nice knowing ya.
I was sorry I couldn't spare his rib, but it was necessary for my marrow escape.
Ah!
Mosely! I knew you'd show up here eventually. I can see right through you.
Cassandra. I knew she'd be here. There's only one woman in this town capable of putting a spell on a dead man. I knew that all too well.
I figured you'd come crawling back to me someday. I just hoped it wouldn't be for business.
I don't know who you are, ma'am, but if you can cast this kind of magic, we need to bring you in for some questioning.
That's real cute, fruit face. But unfortunately, I won't be turned in so easily. Bye, still a bitch!
In this line of work, it's easy to feel dead inside. For this corpse, a gal like Cassie made life worth dying for. Unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be. I promised her I'd leave her alone if her craft didn't interfere with my work, but it seems our stars were meant to cross. Bone. Get boned. Another job done. After I knocked down Cassandra, Charlie quickly arrested her. The cops showed up soon after to pick her up. I don't know which place she'll go. I just know it'll be deadful. The cops eventually found the roaming zombies and put them back down. The boys who took the car were cleared of the murder charge, but are still serving time for GTA. I got a skeleton more work to do, but to be honest, it's better than being a cadaver. My skin just isn't in the game for that.
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my monster from the slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise,
He did the mash,
he did the monster mash.
the monster mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
He did the mash,
It caught on in a flash.
he did the mash.
He did the monster mash. From my laboratory in the castle lease to the master bedroom where the vampires feast. The ghouls all came from their humble abodes to get a jolt from my electrodes.
They did the mash,
They did the monster mash.
the monster mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
They did the mash,
It caught on in a flash.
they did the mash,
They did the monster mash.
the monster mash.